Colleen, this is what you've been telling us about yesterday and today with this lightning.
Yeah, we're starting to see the rainy season really wake up here. With any typical storm, we, of course, have thunder and lightning. That doesn't make it severe. However, some of these storms are a little bit on the stronger side, just missing the threshold for a severe thunderstorm warning. Let's take a zoom in here. Just moved on me, but we have that storm that's on top of Tampa right now by the airport. There are some 50-mile-per-hour winds with that storm, as well as hail, as possibly as large as half-inch sized hail. That is just below the criteria for a severe thunderstorm warning, but we'll see if one is issued. We usually have to look for winds that are closer to 60 miles per hour to see those warnings issued. Also, notice that we have some rain in Pasco and Hernando County, but not a lot of lightning associated with that storm. Jumping down to southwest Florida, closer to Port Charlotte, Fort Myers, we have some storms out that way. So anybody traveling south on I-75, you may run into that as well. We are expecting those storms to hang out around that region. These are basically training storms, meaning that they're going over the same area. So I wouldn't be surprised if some locations, and this includes Hillsborough County, saw some flooding or a little bit of ponding on the roadways, just because we have a lot of rain being dumped on one area at once. For the severe weather outlook, this is put out by the Storm Prediction Center. Today, they do have us at the lowest tier. Besides regular old storms, that's a marginal risk for severe weather today. And again, the main threats with that would be some gusty winds as well as some hail, like we're seeing in that storm that's in portions of Hillsborough County. Looking at futurecasts, this is moving forward into about 5 o'clock tonight. Again, it will really hang out in this area. That's why I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a little bit of ponding or maybe some isolated flooding out there, especially for poor drainage or low-lying areas. This is at 5 o'clock tonight. Everybody in Manatee, Sarasota County, I would be on the lookout for a little bit of lightning. Hillsborough County, especially the eastern side, I would be on the lookout for those storms as well. Moving into 6:30, notice how it starts to push east towards our interior locations. So now we're looking at Highlands County as well as Polk County. These are all areas, Hardy, DeSoto, that also could see the rain. So everybody has the opportunity to see the rain for today. It's the next couple of hours that we really want to pay attention. Again, if you are outside and you hear thunder or see lightning, you need to bring it indoors. Lightning can strike from very far away, and lightning doesn't make a storm severe, but it can be deadly. Looking into tonight, 10 o'clock, things are nice and quiet. And we start the process all over again tomorrow, but we're not seeing quite as much rain for tomorrow. Now, that's not to say we won't see a storm. Definitely could have an isolated storm for tomorrow afternoon. This is our typical summertime pattern that we're starting to ease into. So you will see this basically repeat itself over the next week and as we get deeper into the season. Looking at forecast rainfall here, this is over the next week. Very promising numbers. I like this. We could have anywhere from a ½ inch on the lower tier to almost 2 inches of rain over the next several days. That's what we're talking about. That is that drought busting rain that we really, really need. Temperatures right now, we have some cool spots like Newport Richey at 79 because of that rain cooled air. That's the benefit to getting these downpours, right? Tampa's at 82. I wouldn't be surprised if they jump that temperature down a little bit more. Look at Riverview. They're at 79 because of rain in the area. Everyone else that haven't not seen the rain, like Lakeland, at 95 right now. Next 12 hours, this is for Tampa. Temperatures will be stepping down into the upper 70s by 9 o'clock tonight. That's also when our storms will start to wind down. Looking at expected rainfall for the next several days. Again, about a 30 to 40% chance next several days. It's basically that rinse and repeat next few afternoons. There's a look at your 7-day forecast.